Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I will show you how to create profiles from a pipe network that has already been created. So if you look on the tool space of Civil 3D, you will find Prospector, and then in this Prospector it's going to show you the content of your Civil 3D model. So typically the prospector has the 3D objects. So now we're trying to create a profile from a pipe network. We're going to go to the pipe network. We're going to hit select, and you can see it's right here. But for this example, we're just going to show one run, which starts in this inlet and go all the way to a stormwater pond. As you can see here, we have a proposed ground. This proposed ground has a pond, and we have a pipe network or stormwater network that is discharging into this pond, as you can see here. So we want to create a profile for this. The main thing that you have to do when you create a profile is to create an alignment. So in this case, we will create an alignment from a pipe network. You can create an alignment from an object like a polyline, but in this case, we're creating one from a 3D pipe network. So in order to start, um, I'm going to create alignment. So I'll go home and then alignment and then create alignment from network parts. Then I'm gonna click on the most downstream uh, object, which is this bulkhead, and the most upstream object, and then I'm gonna hit enter. Now it's gonna ask me which side to use. So for this one, it doesn't matter in this case. Uh, Side can matter when you are drawing feature lines, but in this case, it's not gonna matter as much. And I'm gonna name this alignment as alignment number one, and I'm not gonna put labels on it. And then I'm gonna hit create profile and profile view. So once you activate this, this will create a profile view as well. So the first thing you want to do when you create a profile view, you want the profile to reference to a certain surface. So the surface we want to reference to is the proposed surface. So I'm gonna hit add, and then you can see here, draw in profile view. I'm gonna hit OK, and then it's gonna ask me which alignment to use. I only have this alignment for the pipe network. There are other alignments that are for the road, but this is the one that I want to use. And now the name of the profile is gonna be based on the alignment name. It says parent alignment, so it's gonna say alignment 1 1, and then I'm gonna hit next. Now this indicates the stationing. So the stationing, when you draw profiles, sometimes starts from 0 0 to whatever value is. So here it's gonna be from 0 to 599. Gonna hit OK. Gonna hit OK on this as well, which is this one just shows the variations in height of the alignment of the profile view. Sorry. So we can hit OK. If we're not happy with the y-axis, we can go back and adjust this. So after that, it's gonna ask us to specify profile display. We'll just ask it to display the proposed surface. And then next, it's gonna ask us uh, which 3D object or to show. So I'm gonna say select from screen. So I'm gonna hit select from screen. So it's gonna give me two options here, individual parts or series of parts. I'm just gonna say individual parts, and I'm just gonna select the parts I am interested in. So I'm gonna select this pipe and this pipe and the pipe after, and keep going. So I'm gonna select the whole alignment one and this part as well and this part, and finally the bulkhead. And I'm gonna hit enter. Now all of those are showing up here. Gonna hit next, and then I'm gonna hit create profile view. Now it's gonna ask you where to place the profile. I'm gonna place it somewhere in here. Now we have a profile view, and the profile view right here shows the surface, as you can see, and also the pipe network. As you can see here, the rim elevation is matching the surface, which is something we need to check for when we are creating profiles. Okay, now that's the first thing. The second thing is we wanna see if there's any crossing pipes so we can add them into the profile. The thing I like to do whenever I work with profiles is to go to view. So from home, we go to view and then have multiple views. I like to have two vertical views so I can see where I'm going. So on the left side, I'm gonna put the profile view. On the right side is the plan view. Now, when you click on the profile, you can go to station tracker and you can select uh, all viewports. So something called a tracker will show up. This tracker will show you where you are in the plan view as well as in the profile view. As you can see here, I'm near the pond, and as I'm going upstream, it's showing on the plan view as well. And if I do that on the plan view, it's going to show up on the profile as well. You'll notice that there's a crossing pipe in here. How can I add it to this? I can simply select this pipe and then this tab will be prompted, and then I'm gonna say draw parts in profile. Now, Civil 3D is asking me to select a profile. I'm gonna go in here and select the profile. Now this pipe is showing up, but it's a crossing pipe and it's not showing as a crossing pipe. It's showing as the main run. How can I make it look as a crossing pipe? You can simply select the profile and then profile view properties, and then show only crossing pipes to limit the number of pipes. And we know this is pipe 33. You can do it by either two ways. If you change the style here, then it's gonna change the style in the plan view as well. The best option is to do style override, which is it's gonna only change the style of the pipe in the profile view and not everywhere else. So I'm gonna select this and I'm gonna say I'm gonna select pipe crossing uh, pipe crossing pipe storm. So this is gonna show up as a crossing pipe. I'm gonna hit OK, apply, and now this is showing as a crossing pipe. Now you can see here this pipe is conflicting with this pipe. The good thing about working with profiles is you can adjust this and also uh, it will adjust automatically into the plan view. So if we take a look at this pipe run, we will notice that. Let me pull out the properties here. You can see here this is 345 uh, and the slope is 0.25. So the thing we want to do is we want to adjust this so it doesn't conflict. Without going into much details, we can just adjust the elevation right here. We can push it up or we can push it down as well. So the thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take it up a little bit and then I'm gonna select it again. So you'll notice that this has risen slightly to 348 and the downstream invert is 347 while the slope is still the same. Now you might wonder if this has enough cover or not. That's something we can check for as well in the profile view. You want to select on this on the profile and then add view label, and then you can hit depth, and then we can select the, let's say we want to check the cover from the top of from the crown of the pipe, even though sometimes you want to check from the invert. Well, let's do it from the crown for the sake of this example. We selected the top of the crown, and now we're selecting the surface, and now it's given us the depth. You'll notice that this style looks too big, so we can just click on it, right click, and go to Edit Label Styles, and then we can click on this option, and now it's going to give us multiple options in the layout. What we want to adjust is the depth. So we want to adjust the text height of the depth. Now it's 0.1. We want it to be, let's say, 0.05. We click OK, and now the text is much smaller. Okay. Uh, if you want to add labels into the profile, you can go to annotate and then add labels, and then you can go to type network and then hit single part profile, and you can just select the individual manholes that you want to show. You can do that with pipes as well, but for the sake of this example, I'm just doing uh, the the manholes. Um, then after that, you can see here the font is very big. Now you can edit that on the label style. You will click you will click on the label and then right click, edit label style, and then click this option. Now this label consists of a lot of components, three components I should say: structural text, incoming pipe, outcoming pipe. So let's start with structure text. We're gonna adjust the text height. Let's put it 0.04. And then if we hit OK, you'll notice something. You'll notice the text has gotten smaller here, but the invert in and the invert out did not. So let's adjust the invert in and invert out label font. We can go and select incoming pipe, make it consistent with the other label, and then go to outgoing pipe, make it consistent with the other label. And now you can see it's much smaller. It's showing the rim elevation, which is right here. It's 352.6. You can see the sump elevation, which is right here, which is at 341. We can check that is correct, and so on. And also, at the end of this video, let me just try to label the pipe. So I'm just gonna label a single pipe just to illustrate that. So you want to do the same thing, go to annotate and then go to pipe network and then single part profile. And I'm just gonna add label to this single part. You can see uh, it's showing the label. I just don't like the label because it's showing uh, right it's overlapping with the pipe line work. So I want it to be in the middle. So the thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on the label itself. I'm gonna hit edit label style, and then I'm gonna hit this, and then after that I'm gonna check something. You can see here it says uh, text attachment bottom center, and I'm gonna change it to middle center, and then the Y offset is 0.05. I'm gonna set the Y offset to 0. Let's see what's that gonna do. You can see here, it's gonna show it in the middle of the pipe. Now let's check. Now this is in the middle of the pipe. And that's how you can create a profile. Uh, and thank you for listening, and please like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.